Okay. Should be back up and running now. Okay, move that back out of the way. Yeah, I definitely need to adjust some settings there. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. I don't know what its problem is. Every now and then it'll say, oh, you need USB 3, even though that is exactly what it is using. Although if I need to, I can always look into a PCI extension, if one such thing exists, and I can add one to it. Which would maybe help ease some pain. Alright, so let's see. Okay, those are palm trees. You know, I'm going to check on that galleon. If they're not going for that Reaper, I'm just going to go for it myself. I'll get some grubs later. Oh, into the water I go. Alright, back up. Alright. Yeah, I finally just decked out my ship in the Inky Kraken set, which is a ton of gold. However, it also makes your ship look incredibly cool. Alright, so I'm going to go southeast, grab that Reapers. Oh, speaking of galleons, so there's the galleon I saw in the distance. They're a little bit closer now. Not going to panic. Alright. Go ahead and turn that over this way. Yeah, my CPU usage is not incredibly high, but this PC is definitely not made for really strenuous activities. Oh, the U-turn thing. I almost forgot it again. I keep getting distracted by this infuriating device. Okay, I'm gonna put up the Alliance flag, and I'm gonna come down and do a sick U-turn. Yeah, this set is actually really cool. The pictures I saw, I thought it'd be more like pink or purple and black, but it's really red and black when you get down below deck. If you look at the walls here, it looks a little pink there now that I say it. That's just because of the light source. But you see it without it. Like if you go down below here, look at that. Look how cool that looks. It actually changes the interior of the ship as well. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, U-turn. Alright. So, gotta pop the wheel like this. And then pop a U. And then after that, I'm gonna go back to the outpost, pop a U in the other direction. Yeah, the one thing that I'm not a super big fan of is that you can see with this capstan here, it's already kind of sticking out at the top. And obviously you can see the gold part where you can tell where it actually reaches the peak. But one way that you can tell across the ship if your capstan is up or not, so you can see it sticking out of the top. But this one kind of always sticks out of the top. So obviously if you see the gold, you know it's really up. But from a distance, it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, now to pop another turn here. I wonder how many doubloons this gives you. As long as it's more than 5, it'll be good. If it's just 5, I don't know. It probably won't be. I actually don't even really know what classifies as a sharp turn. I wonder if any of this is even counting. Yeah, kind of tangential, but I will probably look into USB 3 extension. Because I am actually setting up to get a new PC. That's not for quite the while. And I think mine has 2 PCI ports. It might be more than that. I don't know. I'll have to get in there. Either way. Do a third U-turn here, see if it'll trigger. Yeah, there we go. Oh, 300 gold. That's not bad. Definitely not doubloons, but I'll take the gold. Yeah, it for sure said 3 doubloons. Or not 3 doubloons, 3 doubloons. Alright, enough with this gallivanting. Time to go for that chest. Did I just hear... that was my sails. I swear I thought I heard cannon fire just now. Alright, onward. Yeah, I'll definitely start the fishing after I find this chest. These are very hard to resist. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Yeah, doubloons are always good to farm. One of the best ways to do that is by getting the Reaper's chests. Also, my light is right in my eye, so I'm gonna go turn that off. Hopefully there'll be no further interruptions from my PC disconnecting on the port. That is incredibly annoying. The ship. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I wish they would... Oh, that's actually really close. I wish they would do what Twitch does and just have a built-in app on YouTube, if you can do it on the Xbox One. So that's one thing Twitch has the advantage of right now, but... it's kind of pointless because I don't even know how many followers I have on Twitch, but it's not anywhere near as many. It's, I think maybe 40? 46? Something like that. So yeah, that is one thing I wish they would just go ahead and encode on the Xbox One YouTube app. So I could also play this on PC and just use like an OBS or something, but it does not run nearly this well on my PC. Say that much for sure. Yeah, this game is certainly dark at night. Alright, what ways? Okay, so I'll go a little bit to the left here. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly recommend it, but you can fish around the Reaper's chest. Try to find some battle gil that way. But obviously, everyone can see where the Reaper's chest is at, so it's not a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna put the leeches in. I'm actually gonna just drop all of this. Now, one good thing that a lot of people don't do is when you're down in the shipwreck for the Reaper's chest, check every barrel down there. So you can sometimes have cooked fish that are incredibly valuable. Ooh, start cutting a little bit there. Heading right for that little island. Ooh, actually the wind changed. Start heading in the other direction. Yeah, the travel in this game is very fun. However, it can be kind of annoying. Especially if you're in a sloop. The distances are very noticeable when you're going around in a sloop. Volcano in the distance. Yeah, they also have one. It is really dark. It doesn't... I'm gonna look over at the stream, see if it's as dark over there. I mean, it's still pretty dark, but on my TV especially, it is very, very dark at night. Which I know is the point, because if you look at the sky, it's pretty bright and well lit, and then you look down at your ship, you can barely see that thing. I know they're trying to get you to use the lantern. The only problem is, I don't like using the lantern because it makes you incredibly visible around the entire sea. So I would just not do that. Oh, there we go. Approaching it expediently. Okay, so what way is the wind? I'm gonna hold it this way for now, and then I'll crank it to the left. And then turn. So one thing I've noticed definitely helps a lot is that you should always try to be in the wind. even if it's kind of counterproductive where you're heading. Like if you have to turn slightly to the left or the right, but you're going to be in the wind, it's definitely the better way to go. Yeah, see the way it's facing now, I'm going to get a little bit closer and then turn the sails. I actually noticed not a huge number of people go for these Reaper's chests. So they're pretty uncontested most of the time. I was actually playing pretty recently, and I was able to get, what was it, like 3 or 4 in the same session? Which is very good. Don't think I'll be in the wind, but it'll be close enough. It's one of those unfortunate times you just can't face it. In any angle I would have to turn to be in the wind. Ooh, that's not good. That's a human. You know what? This one might be a little contested. I'm pretty sure it's a human. It's kind of hard to tell. I do see some shimmering on their deck. Their sails are a bit torn. Although the back is very human-like. So that's typically how you can tell. It's kind of a similar one to mine. So you can see the Inky Kraken's all torn up. Which makes me look a little bit more like a skeleton crew than I would like. Can't actually tell if they're going for the chest or not. Guess I'll find out very soon. You know what? They are going away for the time being. It is kind of annoying that someone else is here, because that means I can't spend as much time down there as I want to. I do like searching every barrel while I'm down there. And this is one of the good shipwrecks, too, where you can actually see it from the surface. So you know there's going to be a pocket of air in there that you can breathe. Right back. Alright, what way are you facing? Oh, he has the Kraken mast. I don't think it's the Inky Kraken, but it's definitely the same one. What way is that facing? I don't know why it sometimes looks like an optical illusion. Oh yeah, he's facing right this way. Yeah, see, I swear he was just facing the other direction. But yeah, no, he is definitely heading for this chest. Which is no bueno. Oh, it's actually right on the surface. Pop this up and hit it with a harpoon. I'll steal that bad boy right off there. Yeah, so it's war you want. Okay. Yeah, he's turning this way. Would like some sunlight for this, but oh, alright, that works out. On your way then. Okay, now as long as he respects that alliance, we'll be all good here. I'm actually heading in the right direction, so I'll just keep up this momentum here. Let's see, which one is me? Alright. So I'm going to start heading pretty much straight south. Yeah, that is one douchey thing you can do, which, I mean, it is a pirate game, so you could do it if you want to. But some people will join an alliance, then get all the treasure that you are supposed to share together, and then they'll cancel the alliance right before they turn. Which I would not recommend you doing, because, as I said, it is very douchey. Alright, grab some of that. Yeah, I still need to get better at harpooning while moving. It is not easy. Oh, so how many grubs do I have? And devilfish are actually some of the best ones, so I'm not too sad about being out here. I have 2 grubs. Definitely not enough. Alright. I'm gonna go for probably 20 grubs. And that'll be the end of it. But I need to find some land first. Forsaken brink, right to the left. Okay, perfect. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, it's a little island too, so that'll be perfect for grubs. Turn the sails a bit so I can turn sharper. Okay, almost there. Pop that back down. Straighten this out a bit. Yeah. Turn the sails. Is he already gone? I think he's already grabbed his stuff and left. Actually, where could he possibly have sailed to that quickly? Oh, there he is. Okay. I don't know if he's heading in the proper direction for the Reaper's turn in. Again, he could always just be trying to steal it, which would be very unsportsmanlike. Yeah, I did have one guy. I don't think I fired any cannons, but he was heading for a Reaper's chest that I was also heading for, and we just kind of circled each other. I circled that shipwreck like a vulture. But he will not get this. And he actually didn't. He left it alone, which was nice. Probably saw the ship mods and was like, nope. This guy's played for a decent amount of time. Yeah, I'm actually incredibly close to Pirate Legend. My Merchant Alliance, I thought it was going to be a little bit further than that. My Merchant Alliance is up to 47, I think. And then my Gold Hoarders is at 50 now, finally. And then my Order of Souls, what is that, 42, I think? Actually, the Gold Hoarders is kind of annoying to me because I'm supposed to have... Yeah, see, this is Master Gold Hoarder. Okay, it's 46 and 41. But yeah, you're supposed to get a compass for reaching this level of Master. But for whatever reason, I only have the Revered one. I don't have the Legendary. And I can double check just to make sure, but I swear I don't have it. Let's see. Yeah, Revered. Yeah, see, it's just Revered for whatever reason. Now, it is cool. I will give them that. Oh, wait, they put 2 holes in just for 1 crash. It didn't even hit this high up on the ship. It doesn't make any sense. Alright. Bail some water. Oh. Okay. Oh, volcano. Yeah, this right here is why people don't come to the Devil's Roar. Because now granted, everything out here I think doubles the reward, which is incredible. So if you dig up gold chests, if you get Captain's Skulls, this one doesn't count because he's not on fire. So it's supposed to be a regular skull. Yep. What have we? Okay, the ground is a little bit rumbly here, so I think this island's about to erupt as well. It's typically how you can tell that a volcano is about to blow. So I'm going to kill this captain very fast. There we go. Hopefully he drops a villainous. Oh, and he did. Nice. Fine, taking a little bit of lava for this. Which I very well might. Now, sometimes it is hard to tell. Like, the ground will shake like this, but then nothing will come of it. And then sometimes it erupts and sinks your ship in like 2 seconds. You can't do that. Up there. There we go. Just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and take the anchor off. This could get very bad very soon. And that way, while I'm searching for grubs, I don't have to worry about taking a rock to the head. Which has happened on several occasions and has pissed me off every single time. Now, sometimes, even though it seems calm right now, sometimes it'll rumble like that, and then a couple minutes later it'll erupt. So I'm going to try to get in and out of here before that happens. And then I can go hunt for some devilfish. This is terrible. Why is not a single grub? I'll try going in a little further. Yeah, grubs are actually the easiest to find. I don't know why that was being... There we go, finally. Yeah, this is the one downside to fishing. I wish they had some way that you could just buy these with gold or something. Or make them more prevalent in chests. Or not chests, barrels. So I will say, the digging aspect, trying to find these damn worms, is not very fun. Especially, like, right now, where you see I've dug, like, 5 in a row. Not a single grub. 6 in a row. There we go. I don't know if there's any science to how far your digging spots need to be from each other, because sometimes I'll dig them right next to each other, and I'll get 2 grubs in a row, and then sometimes I'll walk a mile, and then not find a single grub. So I think it's just entirely RNG. Like, obviously I don't think you can keep digging on the same spot. What was that sound? Oh shit, alright, this might be bad. Oh yeah, it's getting very intense. Oh shit, okay, that's not good. Break my legs for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get maybe 2 more grubs and then book it. This thing is close to erupting. Oh my god, will you stop? Actually, no, this one might not have a volcano attached to it. Either way, that usually means an eruption's about to happen. But you never want to take any chances. Definitely going to keep an eye out. Not step on any more of those spots. How many grubs is that? 6? Okay, let me get 2 more. So I have 2 grubs in the ship. So that'll be 10 total. And I can easily go from there. Oh, nope. Okay. Whoa, Jesus. This is getting dangerous. Also, I'm just gonna double check if my audio is working right. Oh, what the hell was that? Skeleton? Really? Okay, all my food's back in the ship. Try digging here one more time. Oh my god, really? Another eruption spot right next to me. Why is this part so terrible? Alright, back to the ship. Also, I'm going to check the game audio one more time because it sounded a little bit loud. Okay, I turned it down by 2 clicks. Okay, what am I doing again? Alright, food. Wow, I'm very near death, actually. I need some pomegranates for this. Yeah. Yeah, that is one good thing about cooking in this game, is that you get those reserves. Like, you can see where that green skull is. If you eat food like snake, fish, pigs, chicken, all that kind of stuff, anything with meat, basically, it'll actually add to your reserves. So if you ever needed to do something that takes some serious health, like taking down a boss or something like that, it doesn't start regenerating right away, so you still need to wait for it, but it's definitely a lot better. Oh, not good. I'm gonna try to take him out without taking out the barrel. Yeah, there we go. Weren't expecting that, were you, you damn skeleton? Alright. Just one more grub. One more grub is all I need. What is this? Who leaves a pirate behind? A good portion of this game would do that, actually. Some of these people... There we go. Alright, is that all I need? Okay, just one more. Turn there. Yeah. Yeah, this is real exciting stuff here. Just trying to find... See what I mean? There should not have been an earthworm there. That's what makes trying to find them so annoying. When you're not looking for them, you get them immediately. Okay, and that was... Okay. I was a little bit close to the shoreline there, so... Okay, that one I definitely wasn't. This should not have been a leech. See, this is why it's so frustrating. This is also why I'm glad I'm done with the Gold Hoarder voyages for now. Because I really don't like digging up chests. I far prefer the, what do you call it, the Merchant Alliance, the cargo runs. A skeleton there? Yeah, that's another skeleton. Oh, yeah. I should probably grab that gunpowder chest while I'm here. Oop. And I don't know for sure, but I think their swords might be able to ignite these, which would be incredibly annoying. And also, somebody I was playing with brought up a good point that you should put these on top. The only problem is I have had them explode on accident. And I would never put up a stronghold gunpowder chest up there, because those can sometimes be worth like 3,000 gold. Alright, so I have my grubs. So where am I heading? Heading south. Okay. Go ahead and grab the grubs now. Now I do try to stay a little bit off the shoreline, because it can get frustrating. As I mentioned earlier, I got a rock to the head multiple times. Killed instantly. Anchors up. Okay, south. And away we go. Cut the wheel a little bit. Turn the sails forward. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if you want to get better at this game, you definitely have to take some steps for it. There's really no full progression in it, you just kind of get better as you play. Okay, I think I'm in the wind. There we go. It was close enough. Out on the open sea. Yeah, I do typically like to stay by the seaports. The only problem is they don't really have any place you can dig. So if you want any more grubs, you have to go back to a shoreline somewhere. Which can get tedious, can get very annoying sometimes. Is that a new guy? I think that's the same... Actually, it might be somebody else. Huh, maybe it is the same guy. This is in a different spot. Alright. Getting close to that seaport now. Yeah, I've found that if you park behind it, if that volcano does erupt, which is incredibly likely to do, it always tries to screw with you. You see, this volcano specifically, even though it doesn't really look like a volcano from here, it will in fact erupt. And it can absolutely reach the seaport right there. So you want to be very weary of that. Also show off my bone crusher outfit here. Fully bone crushered out. Now I did see there are some cannons that you can get, but you have to take down 50 skelly ships. Which I think I'm at 43. So I'm definitely close. Cut the wheel here. Alright, start to raise the sails. Yeah, I keep going between cooking or not cooking the fish. Because it's not an incredible increase in price. So I never really know if it's even worth it. I think it's like 1.5 times more, maybe even less than that. Actually, I think that's exactly it. So I think it's like if a fish is 300, it'll be 450 if you cook it. Ooh, is that a skelly ship? I think so. Oh, getting close to the rock. There we go. It's probably not a good angle, but whatever. That is, in fact, a galleon. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing, and then I may risk it all. Just go for that galleon. We'll see. Alright. In you go. Now, one fishing tip that is incredibly valuable is that if you see a splash tail, do not pick it up. Splash tails are completely worthless. Especially if you want to increase your hunter's call commendation level or your reputations. Now, if you do want the commendations for getting splash tail, I mean, that instance alone, I would catch the splash tails. But in general, they are absolute garbage, so do not get them. And also a tip that I can give you as well for fishing is that you can reel them in even when they're fighting you. I don't know if you can hear the tiny of me pulling it in. Like, you can see his hand there. Yeah, there we go, even better. You can see his hand slowly inching back, because what I'm doing is I'm barely tapping the trigger each time. So you do reel them in very slowly, however you do make progress on it. And especially if you're going to be fishing for a while, even if it only saves you a few seconds per fish, still very valuable. And actually you can even completely reel him in like that too. If he's really close and you just do that little tapping, you can fully reel him in. Ashen devilfish. I don't know if that's good or not. Either way, it's a devilfish. Definitely not a splash tail, so off to a good start. Yeah, I actually did find one that was insane when they had the double gold weekend. That, like, talk like a pirate weekend. I found a I found a fish that was the bone dust. What is that damn fish called? It's the bone dust. It wasn't a plenty fin. I think that was a splash tail. I'm gonna freak out if it is. I think it was a bone dust plentyfin. Or maybe it was a wild splash tail. I don't know. It's the one that has bone dust. I don't think there's anything else that says bone dust. But either way, normally I think it turns in for like 11,000, but it was 22,000 when it was in double gold. It might even be 20,000 normally. Either way, it was a massive amount. It's like turning in a few Athena's chests. Which I'm very close to getting, and I'm pretty sure that is an indigo splash tail. So I'm definitely going to freak out. And if it is, I'm not going to cook it. Yep, that's an indigo splash tail. Oh, thanks for making me waste a grub. You little annoyance. Yeah, they are so worthless. As I said, if you need them for the commendation, I would do it for just that. Because their money value is incredibly bad. Just moseying along. Yeah, as you would imagine, fishing at night is not as easy. And that is another splash tail. God, I'm so tired of these splash tails. I know they're the most common fish, but I definitely don't like that. I don't think this will help at all, but I'll turn these on just to be safe. Yeah, that didn't help in the slightest. I'm just going to turn them off. They're going to be pointless. Yep. Alright. I don't even know where my edge is at. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you don't want to fish anywhere that can get caught on the line. In you go. You can also eat grubs, by the way, which I would not recommend doing, because your character will vomit. Something good, baby. That's a ruby splash tail. That is the absolute worst splash tail you can get. Yeah, normally I stand a little bit closer to my screen so I can see it better. That magma is not looking good. And also that volcano down there is glowing a little bit too, which is never good as well. But yeah, I have a decent amount of fire bombs. I'm going to catch about 5 fish, and then I'm going to go challenge that battle cruiser over there. I don't know where the hell Battle Cruiser came from. Is that another Ruby Splashtown? Jesus, come on. Ah, why are they so annoying? Yeah, I know they're supposed to be the common fish, but they are way too common. Look at that. I could barely see what that one was, so I'm assuming that's a devilfish. Oh, that ship is menacingly close. It's a bit of a jump scare there when I look to the side. You know, if he's gonna challenge me like this, I'm just gonna go over and take him out. Oh, he wants to be taken out. All right. I'll show you how to solo a skelly galleon with a sloop. It is not incredibly easy, so keep that in mind. However, if you have a bucket and a dream, you can make it done. Although the bucket strategy doesn't really help too much when you're trying to firebomb their deck, which is what I love doing. Is that another Ashen? It is indeed. Alright. I'm going to hold on to that for now. And I am going after this guy. There's a couple things you want to do for a battle such as this. The first thing is be incredibly aggressive. You want to stay as close as possible to that ship at any given time. Ooh, 23 planks. That is not promising. Although if I do this right, I can probably make it. Did I really not raise anchor? No, I guess not. Yes, that's what throws me off about this thing already being slightly raised. Alright. Sails to the right. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they usually like to stop at islands on the way. Assuming the idea is that they're resupplying. I know they like to stop at their forts a lot, too. Load the cannonball. Yeah, I actually just recently took a screenshot. I took down an entire skeleton wave, which was... it started with a galleon, and then I think it was 2 sloops, and then I think it was 2 galleons. And I was actually able to kill the galleon and the sloops with my ship, but then when the 2 galleons came in, they sank me very, very fast. That was not fun. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to immediately crash into the back of this ship, which will kind of lock our ships together. And then from there, I'm going to throw 2 firebombs on the deck, just to get the damage going. Because you want to keep those cannoners, or cannoneers, out of action for as long as humanly possible. So I'm going to try to angle it to where I can reach their deck. Oh! Huzzah! One more. Okay, that should do it. Now I'm going to fire below deck here. Okay, that one missed. There we go, that one hit. I'm going to turn around this island here. Oh, the fire's already gone. That's not good. Oh, you know what? There it is. Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's got the deck. Alright, I'm going to go grab some more fire bombs, a couple more cannonballs. Ooh, that's not good. They should not have that capacity yet, because of the fire. Alright, you son of a bitch. You want to play like that? Get out of your cannon range really quickly. Ooh, that fire is spreading nicely. Alright, stay behind them for a second while I go repair this hole. I'm going to get my bucket ready so I can throw some water in there. Yeah, the interesting fact about skeletons is that they can patch up their ship, but they cannot bail water. So if you just fill their deck... Ooh, nice. Just dodge that one. Yeah, you want to try to stay behind them if you can. They do cheat, which is incredibly annoying, because sometimes the galleon will go faster than it can. Because the galleon is a fast ship, but it doesn't have high acceleration. It just has a high top speed. So realistically, they shouldn't be able to do some of the things that they're able to do. Now granted, it is a skeleton ship, so they can break some rules. But at the same time, it is not a ghost ship, so I don't really think they can break that many rules. They still have to follow the rules of the realm. Yeah, the one annoying thing about fighting a galleon is that if you shoot the upper decks, you're basically wasting your time, because it's not going to sink at all. It may have some water splash in from the waves, but it's not going to be anywhere near what you need. So the first few shots do need to be below deck, which you can kind of see it below the water. It's a little bit hard to see, which is part of the problem. Because if it's hard to see, it's hard to shoot. Which I'm actually going to take some shots here. There. Alright. Those should all hit. Yep, and they did. Okay, now I'm going to turn back into the ship. So one thing you do not want to do is what's happening right now. You don't want any distance whatsoever. And cannonball. Yeah, see, this is why you don't want distance. If you have distance, they fire on you like crazy. Oh, alright. Okay. Okay, that's what it is. They got, yep. That's what I thought. Alright, repair that side as well. Okay, I'm going to cut very hard left or right here. Yeah, typically, if you're doing a sloop, I would not recommend fighting these guys because they are tough. However, I've played this game since launch, and I'll probably still die, but I do hold a good chance here. And I think I just crashed into some... Oh, that's right, I already have water in the bucket. Out she goes. Yeah, as I mentioned, they can repair their ship, but they cannot bail water. So if you just get on a bucket and just keep tossing... Yeah, see what I mean? They are too fast for a galleon. Which, obviously, galleons are fast, but they're not that fast. They kind of break the rules. And for the ghost ships, I understand, because they're not real. They're ghosts. But for a galleon, that should not be the case. You know, I'm going to try to stay in front of them, actually. Okay, so they're turning. Alright, but get on this... There we go. Alright, I'm just going to turn right into them. Yeah, I don't know what cursed cannonballs they have, but don't want to find out either. Okay, I think there might be a little... Oh, no, I got it. Nice. Alright. Oh, you have done this to yourself. Oh, perfect shot. There we go. Oh, no, that one missed. A little too high. Okay, that one hit. That was a volcano that just erupted. Hopefully it's not a close one. Oh, it's actually the one right above us. Nice. Alright. And I definitely... Really? Okay. Alright. Luckily I have some holes to do that. Get a little bit closer. There we go. Really? 3 holes down here? Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm taking damage, it's because we're in the Devil's Roar, and there is a volcano active, so the water gets hot. Oh my god, what is hitting me? Alright, get out of here. Oh, okay, that actually works out. Switch back to my fire bombs here. Oh. Yep. Yep. There we go. Yeah, that was a mistake on their part. They should not have done that. Grab some more cannonballs. Alright, they should be... I'm gonna kill some of these skeletons with cannonballs. There we go. Take some of those guys out. Now these are above deck shots, but when the boat starts taking water, it will sink to this level. Yeah, you're dead. Alright. Oh, not good. Whoa! Okay, that might be it. I might be done. Yeah, I think I might be sunk. At least I'm holding the devilfish on me. And I still have the bait, I think? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did not think the water was that high up. Ah, that's so annoying. The thing is so close to being sunk, too. Let's see how quickly I can respawn. Yeah, this is one element of the game that's very inconsistent, and that's the respawning element. Because sometimes you'll respawn instantly, and then sometimes it takes forever. As you are currently seeing. I'm hearing calm waters, which is not a good sign. Any second now. There we go. Yep. Just as expected. Now the... Oh, I do see a volcano, so I'm still in the Devil's Roar, which is nice. I will go try to find that skeleton ship. Oh my god, really? They spawned me this? Do you see those rocks hitting all around my ship? I mean, granted, I am happy that I'm still in the Devil's Roar, but don't put me right next to an active volcano. Where am I exactly? Okay. So I'm back here, so that would be... I'm actually not that far away. Yeah, it's right up there. The Forsaken Brink, is that? No, that can't be. Roaring Traders. Actually, you know what? My Alliance guy is actually probably fighting it right now. So that is to the west. So I'll go back to the west. Drop sails. Yeah, this new ship is incredibly cool. I would definitely be using this for a while. It was between this and the Nightshine Parrot, but I think this looks better than the Nightshine Parrot. It's very dark, and I like that. So I do like having the ships that are a little bit darker so they blend into the night. And I need to be heading west, so I'm going in the exact opposite direction. And I'm a little too close to this volcano for comfort. Just hopefully I turn quickly. What way do I need to face? Okay. Turn the sails around. Yeah, these volcanoes can really mess up your day, so you want to get away as quickly as possible. And I think the rocks are entirely random. I don't think it's like a skeleton crew that'll aim for specific spots. I think it just randomly shoots out in whatever direction it just happens to go. Why was I that wrong on the wind direction? Dogs are going at it. Alright. What are you doing? He's over. What was that? It's like some weird directional thing in the sky. Well, at least that's done. Alright. Where is that skeleton crew? Definitely would like to get revenge. Yeah, that was... It's just unfortunate being in the Devil's Roar. Because of the fact that, obviously, the water boiled me to death. And I was also holding the fish, which I should be cooking right now. There we go. But yeah, that's definitely the unfortunate side effect of being out here. The rewards are higher, but also the risk. Now, the cargo runs out here are incredibly good. I think it's 2100 for the turn-ins. That skeleton crew either sank or they despawned. So I see nothing. Is that them over there? No. Yeah, I should probably get up on the... What do you call this thing? Crow's nest. It's a bit choppy in the playback there. Hopefully that doesn't translate through. Okay, there's the Alliance guy. It may have sank, actually. I don't think it would despawn that quickly. It very well could. But I've definitely had times where I get murdered by skeletons, and then I just run away and come back, and they're in the same spot. Although I've also had times where they'll be going underwater right as I'm coming up to them and despawning. I actually don't even remember what direction I was heading. Was it over this way? That is another side effect. I think a lot of the stuff, unfortunately, a lot of the treasure that's in water will slowly sink over time. So that is not good. However, treasure on land, I think, stays. I think it... No, yeah, it was definitely this island over here, so... it would have been these rocks that I'm about to crash into. So let me circle these rocks here. Maybe get some more grubs on that island. Just see if I can see any glimmering in the sea. Oh, that... I saw the magma glow. Freaked me out for a second. I think it was these exact rocks that I crashed into. Yeah, that is one frustrating thing when you're fighting a skeleton wave. Because of the fact that the treasure and water will sink over time. So if you don't take them out quickly, you're kind of wasting the first few ones you sink. Now granted, the last one you kill does drop an insane amount of treasure. The last skeleton wave I finished dropped, I think... What was it? It was like... I took a screenshot of it, so I'll have it somewhere. But I think it was like 7 skeleton chests for the... What do you call it? The skeleton captain? I think it was stronghold chest. It's the one that has a bunch of bones on it. I got like 7 of those, and then I got about 7 of the stronghold captain chests. Or captain skulls, I should say. And that was definitely nice. Got a ton of gold from that. I did turn it on to the Reaper's Bones, which I think I only got 1 reputation up for. So I think you get an increase in the gold if you steal it from people, which I don't do. Yeah, it's kind of hard to play like that because I know how incredibly annoying it is when it happens to you. So it's very difficult for me to go around and just take out unsuspecting people. So it's definitely one of the more annoying aspects of this game. Which obviously it is a pirate game, so you should expect some sort of, I don't want to say griefing, but maybe just pirating. I mean, that is kind of the point. But to an extent, up. Really, you're going to shake again? Which volcano is it? Don't think that, I think that's too small to be a volcano, so I'll take my chances here. I'm going to put up all my grubs, so that way... Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm glad the thing's burning. I can't stand the splash tails. I completely forgot that that was down there. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Actually, for whatever reason, I was confused that there are no grubs in there. But I forgot I was holding on to all of them. Yeah, that splash tail is burning like it should. You know, I'm just going to eat it. I'm just going to completely waste it. I cannot stand catching splash tail. You know, I don't even think there's any benefit for doing that, for eating those. Okay, I'm going to go grab some more grubs. Oh, is that a sailboat I see? Or a rowboat? Yeah. Yeah, rowboats are incredibly valuable. If you're playing solo, I would highly recommend always having a rowboat. Even if you're playing with multiple people. Because if your ship sinks, you are screwed. Unless you have a rowboat. Then, you are not screwed. Although the only problem is you have to make sure not to be dead after your ship completely sinks. That is what you have to... Oh, a storage crate. Nice. But that is the one thing you have to watch out for. Did you piss off for a second? Oh, the villainous skull. That's right. I did lose some treasure. I'm not incredibly sad by that, but I did have a villainous skull in that last ship that I had. What's in this thing, by the way? Eh, not bad. The wooden planks are very good. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now I'm gonna kill this man here. Oh yeah, part of that skeleton wave I took down had 2 ashen keys and then 3 ashen chests. So that was incredibly nice. I think I got 2 achievements from that. So I got 2 tomes that I didn't have previously. Ah, you son of a bitch. Alright, I'm tired of you blocking every attack that I strike. Okay. You take out that banana. Oh my god. There was no charge-up animation at all. You just went straight into swinging. Yeah, put that banana down. Really? That doesn't interrupt it? It has to be a sword strike? Die, you son of a bitch. There we go. Is another villainous? Yeah. Alright. Maybe all of those captains are villainous. Okay, audio's still good. I just have to keep checking because of that crash that happened at the beginning. That was incredibly annoying. Yeah, just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to get a USB connector through the PCI. Have some kind of extension. I feel like they would make that. I don't know exactly for sure if that exists. But they have PCI extensions for pretty much everything. They have it for Ethernet, Wi-Fi. Just ran past a skeleton there. Jesus, why are there so many skeletons here? Just trying to get some damn grubs. I have to keep battling the undead. Yeah, I don't know if headshots do more damage, but I just go for them anyway. If I can. Yeah, see, that guy died instantly. I feel like they must do more damage. Is there any food in here? I need... Yeah, coconuts, nice. Ooh, some more fire bombs. That is very good. Alright, give me some of those coconuts. Yeah, I think the next splash tail I catch, maybe I'll catch one on purpose. I'll just go ahead and eat it so I can get some reserve health. So there's another thing. Oh, that is a lot of planks. This is looking good. If I run into another skeleton crew, that'll work out nicely. But yeah, as I mentioned, rowboats are absolutely important because recently I did one of the Gold Hoarder vault quests, which is incredibly annoying if you lose all your treasure. But I think we got every single chest that was in the vault because we just did it quickly, including the big chest that I think is like 3,000 gold. And we had the emissary too, so it was double. But yeah, I don't know if he left on purpose, but he definitely left after we got attacked by a skeleton galleon, which is definitely annoying. I would rather have not that happen. Okay, what was I about to do? I heard my dog barking in the background. It completely threw me off. Came back up here. Maybe I'm just coming back for grubs. Oh, no, I was just putting the rowboat up. I don't know what I'm thinking. Back for the grubs. Jesus, really? Oh, God, I'm so tired of these skeletons. Keep your gunpowder. There you go. Alright. Put your gun down, you son of a bitch. I'm coming for you. There we go. Alright. Let's be civil. I'm just here for grubs. I think I'll go for... I'll just go for 10. Just max it out. Yeah, I love how it's Grub City now. Before, when I was digging at that one island, there was nothing. And of course, now I'm not going to find anything because I said that. And I'm going to die from the fall damage. Jesus. I mean, at least my ship is still active. Yeah, while I'm dead, I'm going to go get more water. Nothing's happening anyway. I have to figure out a new way to adjust all this stuff back here. It's like crawling into a tech corner. Okay. I'm also going to do one final volume check, just to make sure that the cannon fire, I think, is the loudest thing in the game. So I'm going to do a check with that. Who is that? Okay, I think that's my alliance guy. Okay, let's see. Grab a cannonball. Actually, I already have them. Put those away, grab one. Okay, now test fire here for volume. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll just keep it the way it is. Yeah, as long as it's not peaking the audio and being ear-splittingly loud. Alright, back to grubs. There we go, perfect. Yeah, the only thing I wish about the Hunter's Call is that it didn't take so damn long to level up in. Because I have done pretty much everything. I've killed 4 Krakens. I've killed an ungodly number of Megalodons. I can't even count at this point. I've killed every Megalodon except for the Shrouded Ghost, which I am very convinced just does not exist, because I swear I've probably killed about 30 Megalodons, and I have not seen the Shrouded Ghost. I would like to. It is one of the coolest looking ones, and I would love to have that title. Because right now I think I'm the Hunter of the Ancient Terror. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I keep changing between the different ones because, I don't know, some of them just don't sound as impressive. Like, Hunter of the Hungering one sounds pretty cool, but that's also the default Megalodon. And Hunter of the Shadow Maw also sounds really cool. But I think Hunter of the Ancient Terror sounds the most intimidating. Especially when you're dressed in bones. Because the Ancient Terror could mean anything. And I think the one that I have for the Kraken is not very specific. I think it's like the Hunter of the Legendary Beast or something. It's something that doesn't say, like, hey, I've killed a bunch of Krakens. It's Hunter of the Legendary Meat or something. Actually, I'm going to start cooking this devilfish. I'm going to check. Plop you down there. And this time I'll actually pick it up in time. Alright, let's see. Let's go to titles. Yeah, there's my guy there. Yeah, I hated the first character that I got, and this one I'm a little bit okay with. I'm not incredibly happy with him, so I might reset it again. Devil's Cartographer. Yes, yeah, I have Hunter of the Hungering one, Hunter of the Shadow Maw, Hunter of the Ancient Terror, and Hunter of the Crested Queen. Hunter of the Great Maw. I think that's for the... I'm pretty sure that's Megalodon, but it could just be sharks. Death Defier. That's a nice one there. Sold 5 Reaper's chests. Wait, to Duke? Oh, was that before... Huh. I completely forgot that you sold them to Duke before the Reaper's hideout. Interesting. Oh, that's already the cooked one. Plop you down. Yeah, it is slightly more time-consuming to cook them, because it's 40 seconds per fish. So, I mean, if you really don't want to wait that 40 seconds, just don't cook the fish. Because it's only 1.5 times more money that you get out of it. So it's not like you're going to break the bank by by cooking it. But it'll still slightly increase your standing, so that's why I do it. Hoarder of the Mermaid Treasures, that's a nice one. Where's the Kraken one? Why am I not seeing this? I know I have one for Krakens. It's definitely in here somewhere. I don't think it's the Great... Is it the Great Maw? I don't think that's right. Hunter of Plenty Fins. Where's the... Yeah, there's Splashtail. You delivered all types of Splashtail. Including the Umber Splashtail, which is the only one that I'm happy to see. If I see an Umber Splashtail, I'm happy. Because that one is... As a trophy fish, it's still kind of worthless. However, it is still a... What do you call it? It's a rare variant. So a rare variant trophy fish version of an Umber Splashtail is still pretty nice. Even just a regular Umber Splashtail is pretty cool. But it is still a Splashtail. So it's practically worthless. So I think the standard Splashtail is like 225 gold, which is just garbage. Because any other location... Actually, the Pondies... You know what? I think it's 75 gold. It's something... No, that might be the Pondies that are 75 gold. But either way, the Splashtail is also worthless. Because I think the other fish, they start at like 300 or 350. And I think the Splashtail is just 325 or 225. It might even be 125, I think, actually. I don't know. I care so little about the Splashtail, I don't even bother checking anymore. Gotta clear my throat there. That guy's still just hanging... Why does he have the Reaper's chest and he's just hanging about? I'm wearing headphones, so I can always just turn on the mic and say, hey, Just do this. Where is that? Just be like, hey, what are you doing? I don't even know how far this thing's reach is, but I've done it before, where somebody in a galleon, when I was pretty early in the game, they sank me for no reason. And they said some stupid garbage, because I was trying to kill a Megalodon, so obviously I was preoccupied. But yeah, they were saying something like, oh, we thought you stole from us at that fort. I was like, yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure my ship looks exactly like the ship that did that. You know, same size, same color, same cosmetics. Same Alliance flag, by the way, because I always fly the Alliance flag. Which is kind of annoying, honestly. I wish you could fly the Alliance and your other flags. So go crawl up there and show you, but I definitely like having the Alliance flag because you can obviously join an alliance that way and get some benefit out of friendship. Which I'm going to turn in those fish just to let this guy know that I'll pull my weight. Turn in that Reaper's chest, please. Yeah, you see, you have stuff like this, like the Shark Hunter flag, which looks really cool. You have a Jolly Roger flag. You have the flag that only the people who hate everyone put on. Actually, I think when you become an emissary for the Reaper, you get the Reaper's mark as well. Because I put on the Reaper emissary just so I can increase the standing. And I did notice people were finding me a lot faster. Because I don't think you can see on your own map whether you're broadcasting your Reaper status. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I'll show you the costume down here. It looks pretty nice, I will say. And the few times that I do switch over to PvP, like when I play as a Reaper, I'll pop on this costume here. Because just look at that. The Reaper's Bones costume. It looks very nice. So yeah, whenever I switch over to PvP, I'll put that on. Because I feel like if you are going to do PvP, you should make it well known. You should dress like a Reaper, and you should put on your Reaper's flag. So that way people can see you from across the map and say, that guy, I'm going to avoid him. And realistically, if you're dressed like a Reaper, and you have the Reaper's flag on, and somebody doesn't run away the moment they see you, they should probably deserve to die. Because you have to, at this point in the game, you pretty much have to know if somebody has the Reaper's flag, you stay a mile away from them. They'll come for you. Now, interestingly enough, I actually did have the... I don't know what happened. I think I got a capture of this. But for whatever reason, I went to the Reaper's hideout with a Reaper's chest. So it's like the perfect opportunity for a Reaper to come murder you and steal it. And there was actually a brig that was already there, and they were flying the Reaper's flag and the Reaper's emissary. So clearly, it would have been very beneficial for them to murder me and steal my Reaper's chest. But yeah, they parked the brig, and all three of them were in the Reaper's hideout. And I literally just ran through with the Reaper's chest, and I was jumping. That is a splash tail, I think. But I just ran straight through with the Reaper's chest, and I was jumping just to make sure they weren't trying to headshot me. And they didn't fire a single bullet, and they didn't even try to attack me. They were just turning in their chests, and I'd run right past them. I'd turn in my chest, and I'd run back out. And then I'd turn around and look at them, and all three of them just look at me, and I'd just say, hola, and then I'd just walk off. And there was no confrontation. Which that is the perfect opportunity to murder me and steal my chest. Especially when they're already flying the Reaper's flag to begin with. So that was a very strange encounter. And actually, I was flying the Gold Hoarder's emissary flag. And I think I was up to like a level 4. So yeah, that whole scenario did not make any sense. I don't know why they didn't try to kill me. I mean, granted, I'm glad they didn't try to kill me, because I got to turn in my chest and keep my emissary status. But that is like the entire point of being a Reaper emissary, is that not only do you turn in the chest because of their increased value, for your reputation at least, but the fact that I had a 4-star golden emissary flag, I just don't understand. It's a very strange moment of kindness is all I know. One that will confuse me until the end of my days. Yeah, I will say, this game looks incredibly good at all times, but I just recently got a 4K TV, which is doing absolutely nothing right now because I'm streaming, and I have to... Because basically the Elgato that I have, the HD 1060S, just rolls off the tongue. It is capped out at 1080p at 60 FPS. So if you have 120 FPS, it doesn't do anything. And then also my PC can't even run 60 frames anyway, so... I mean, granted, it doesn't really matter for Sea of Thieves. I think it caps out at like 30 to 40. It definitely doesn't run at a consistent 50. But yeah, I have this in 4K UHD with HDR turned on. And at first, I thought it looked absolutely disgusting because it makes it incredibly blurry at night. And I was like, this is just garbage. And then I figured out what the problem was. It was a combination of my sharpness and my brightness setting on my TV itself, not on the Xbox. So all I did was turn the sharpness down, and then I turned the brightness down like 10 clicks, and it just completely solved everything. And it pissed me off because for weeks I was so annoyed that I had just got a 4K TV and everything looks ugly and blurry. And then I just do a couple adjustments to my TV's brightness, and bam, everyth's fixed. Oh, these splash tails are gonna drive me insane. Yeah, the sunny splash tail already pulled off one of my grubs, which is annoying in itself. Yeah, I'm also the capture device. I have it set to 15.3 megabytes per second, but I have it streaming at 3 megabytes per second. And I don't know if those overlap. Like, obviously it's going to have to compress it to put it down to 3. Oh, that might be an Umber Splashtail. That's looking very not cheap. Come on, actually that's a devilfish, but it's different than the Ashen. Come on, get in here. Yeah, see, as I was saying earlier, if you just slightly tap, you can see that my guy is actually reeling him in a bit. There we go. Yeah, that is kind of annoying what just happened there. Like, sometimes you'll go to press it and he won't start reeling. And that is the time that you definitely want to be reeling in the most, when they've stopped fighting. Yeah, before when I played this, I would just hold against and just wait until they tired themselves out and then start reeling. Ooh, that might be valuable. A seashell. It might just be the uncommon variant, actually. Which, I mean, is not bad, but I don't think it's the rare variant. Where are we at here? There we go. Alright. Oh, throw you down. Yeah, I just wish the fish were slightly more valuable. And also, the Megalodon also could be more valuable. I think, you know what, they might have increased the price on it. Because I think it was $450. It might be higher now. It might be like $625. Can't remember what it is, but for as tedious it is to take down a Megalodon, it should be a little higher than that. Now, granted, I have noticed I've gotten a lot more Meg meat lately. I get typically between like 4 and 6, which sometimes I would get 3, sometimes I get 2. But yeah, I had one that dropped 6 pieces of meat, which is very nice. You know what, maybe I didn't have the one for Kraken meat. I'm definitely close to the Kraken commendation for turning in, or actually not turning in, but killing the Kraken. Really, I should say defeating the Kraken. You don't really kill the Kraken. It's not like the Megalodons where there's a bunch of them flying around the ocean. The Kraken, there's just one Kraken. He's been there since launch. It's the same guy. Because realistically, when you defeat him, all you're doing is knocking some chunks off of him. That's why you don't see the tentacles explode or anything. You basically just beat him up enough where he's like, alright, I get it. Yeah, the Kraken is certainly annoying, taking on solo. Another Ashen, not bad. Oh, in you go. Yeah, I'll probably run through all the grubs that I have and then end it there. See what my haul is by the end of this. Just mosey about the water. Come on in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Who's it gonna be? It's a splashtail. It was a trophy, but I hate the splashtails so much. Because the trophies, they are more valuable, but they take twice as long to cook. They take like 90 seconds to cook. Actually, I think it's like 80 seconds, but either way, it's still a lot. Take as long to cook as a quarter pounder at McDonald's. Yeah, come back in here. Yeah. Fight you, son of a bitch. Yeah, I definitely like the fishing aspect of this game. It was one of those updates where I was like, you know what? This is alright. And I can't tell when it came in. I think it was before the arena. Which I know people, the hardcore players, whined about the arena. So I guess Rare said at the beginning that everything was going to be in the same server. So if you wanted PvE, you wanted PvP, you wanted story mode, whatever, it's all going to be in the same server with all other people. And then they made the arena, which split up the servers. And I heard some hardcore people like, this is bullshit, this splits it up, now PvP's its own thing as well. Which I don't care about. What is this? Oh, lava. Nice, 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 nice. It's not ashen, which is good. Yeah, realistically, I would prefer if they just went all the way and just split it up entirely. I think they should have a server like I'm in right now, where anything goes. So you can fish and be completely untouched, or you can fish and then somebody come over and murder you. And it's incredibly annoying when that happens, but that's the game. But I feel like for whatever reason, they think it ruins the integrity of it. So it's like the whole point is that you're out on your own and you just have to figure things out for yourself. Like, you have to be friendly if you want to be friendly, or you can be a douchebag if you want to be. And they just kind of leave that up to the player. But as the hardcore ones mentioned, that the arena already splits that up. So while it is PvP, there's no stakes. The only stakes in it is losing gold, which you don't really, even if you lose, if you get completely last, like 5th place, you still get gold for being in the competition. You just get more gold as you place higher. So really your only stakes are you either win gold or you win a lot of gold. But it's not like you can lose everything you own. Which is part of what makes the PvP so, I guess, enjoyable for some, but tense and annoying for others. So already they're kind of going against what they said from the beginning by having the arena, in the sense that if your ship gets sunk, all that happens is just respawns with new supplies. And granted, your point total just gets absolutely destroyed. I think you lose 1,000 points if your ship gets sunk, which is a huge amount, because I think turning in a chest is only 1,000, maybe 2,000. But either way, it is a stiff penalty for losing your ship. Get in the damn... Oh, no, do not touch that dock. My ship is kind of shifting because I don't put the anchor down. So if that string touches the dock, we are in some trouble. Oh, it's another lava. Nice. Yeah, devilfish actually used to be the one that I would find the most. But recently, I just kind of go wherever I'm at. So I still need the commendations for the other ones, too. I hear a volcano. That's not good. Better not be the one directly behind me. Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. I'm gonna start cooking some fish. Plop you down. Alright. Go look. You know what? I'm gonna do the MLG strategy. What I've started to do recently is I park a little bit a ways from... You know, typically what I do is I just keep the ship running. I just let it go in one direction, and I'll just hop in the cannon and fire myself at the seaport. So with that volcano being annoying, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to park out here, and then I'll take the Cannon Express, fly over and turn into fish. Which realistically, if you're in the Devil's War, the war for the Devils, you probably should be doing it this way anyway. But I like being next to the dock. Just a preference. It doesn't really change anything, but it is a little tedious having to do it this way. Alright. So I'm good enough ways away to lower the anchor, turn this around. Now it's all about the angle here. Go ahead and pull up the sails. I'm gonna wait for the devilfish to fully cook first, so I don't risk anything. And making multiple trips is kind of pointless. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch these fish cook. Which I will say is the one downside to doing it this way, is that it can be tedious. Alright, give me that. Yeah, you can tell by the popping sound when they're done. You'll hear like a Kind of like grease when you're cooking bacon, where it's like... Sounds absolutely nothing like that, but you get the idea. Now, I do wish... I know they were saying... It's kind of confirmed that maybe there will be at some point emissaries for the other groups. Oh, I haven't raised the anchor yet. Because they were saying in the description that the... What are they called? The Sea Dogs. The Sea Dogs and the Hunter's Call. They're saying in the announcement for emissaries, they're like, they're not just yet going to open up their doors for emissaries. They're going to test the waters a bit and see how the other trading companies do. But realistically, I would have liked for them to have done that. Because I definitely would have become a Hunter's Call emissary. That is exactly the kind of gameplay that I like. And you can tell when their eyes go completely white, that's when they're cooked. But yeah, anyway, the Hunter's Call... Ooh, nice. Okay, so he kept his promise. Good. So he's doing cargo runs. Those are always nice. Yeah, the Hunter's Call and the Sea Dogs would be nice for emissaries. Emissaries for the Sea Dogs, actually, now that I think about it, would be kind of hard to pull off. Because the whole point of being an emissary is that there's... Oh, he turned them... Wait, what? He turned in crates. I didn't even know you could do that. So there's definitely crates that you get from a cargo run. Unless if you steal them from another player, you can turn them in at the Reaper? I swear I didn't know you could do that. I thought only the person that was having the voyage could turn those in. That makes my cargo runs a little more tense now, if that's the case. Grab some more grubs while I'm in here. So I'm going to cook that devilfish, and then I'm going to launch myself over. And the cannon's clear, so that's good. Now, where is that? There it is. Just aim it pretty much straight up. Make sure the angle is a little bit better here. Yeah, as I was saying before I went on a tangent, is that a lot of my games look incredibly good now that I have 4K and HDR. It just took a little bit of tweaking with my TV, but right now I'm having to play in 1080p to upload this to YouTube through the Elgato. So I don't know if they make a 4K variant, but even if they did, I wouldn't buy it. Just for the simple fact that my computer, as I mentioned, going to 60, it said no. So I feel like going to 4K at 60, that would just be a double no. Alright, fire away. You know what? Should have aimed a little... this might be good. This momentum's going to carry me in the water a little bit. Yeah, probably a little closer. Actually, now that the volcano's not active, I don't need to do this again anyway. Yeah, it's just a good little tip if you want to not have to be in the range of the volcano, but still want to turn in your fish. And the mermaid should come a little bit closer, so you don't even have to swim that far. Yeah, see, there we go. So that'll work out perfectly. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream right now. It gets a little bit choppy at times. But I don't know exactly why, because sometimes it runs at the 1-to-1 of what it's outputting as well. So I don't think it would change anything if I dropped it down to 2.5. Ooh, those are some valuable fish in there. Alright, let's see. Anything that I need over here? Nothing really of value. At least not for what I need right now. Oh, where are those 700s? So you turning in more crates? I'm getting a lot of 700s showing up at the bottom there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you also get commendations through an alliance. Like if I'm turning in these devilfish, I think those count as him also catching the devilfish. Because nothing in this game matters until you sell it. So you can get 1,000 chests, but until you turn them in, it means absolutely nothing. Because it doesn't even really register that you even got chests to begin with. Yeah, look at this. Look at those 700 still coming. What is he turning in? That is a lot of whatever it is. 9! 9, my god. Oh, that's a brig down there. That's not good. turned in 9 chests, and I think those are all of the Reapers. Oh, and Devil's plants. I did not know you could turn the... I'm so confused on that. I don't know if he took a merchant's... Jesus. So the nine, what was it? What were those damn things? Were they cloths that he turned in? And he turned in some plants, and then turned in some more cloths. More plants there. Jesus, how much did this guy have? Look at all the 700s just showing up. Where even is this guy? He must be at the Reaper's hideout, obviously. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, he's at the Reaper's hideout. Oh, and he has a Reaper's emissary. I feel like he had to have stolen those. I don't think you can just... I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he did pick up a shipment and just immediately go sell them to the Reaper. Because he is getting 700 from them, which typically in the Devil's Roar, you're supposed to get 14... I think it's 1,400 or 2,100. So he is getting them at a lesser value. Oh, my emissary... Or not emissary, my reputation just went up for the Reaper's bones. Thank you, guy. In return, I'll give you some fish. You know, this time that volcano erupted fairly recently, so I'm gonna... My god, look at all the 700s. How many of those crates did he steal? If he indeed did steal them. Lower that. I might just leave the anchor on because I don't really have any treasure worth stealing. I mean, even if you sink me and kill me, you don't get any of my fish, so it's completely pointless to do so. Alright, let's see. What side do I want to fish off of here? You should have a plank for these, so you can just stand out on the plank. I guess I have the front there. You know what? The clearance on that's good. Never mind. I was worried that it would hit the dock, but definitely not this far out. Put on a grub. Fish away. Now, I did see that brig in the distance, maybe getting closer. So I'm going to catch this fish and then turn around. See what's going on with that brig. What is that? I think it's a devilfish. Yeah, I do have a 43-inch screen TV, so I can see it pretty well. But sometimes, just to be safe, I'll walk up to my screen just to get a better look. And this guy has an infinite amount of crates. I don't know where he's getting all these crates from. Yeah, as I mentioned with the Reaper's bones, your reputation does not increase that quickly. Now, I think, like, when you turn the Reaper's chest, you do get a pretty nice boost. So I think if you do more Reaper-y things, like sinking players and stealing their emissary flags, or sinking players and stealing their chests. Because the way that they track that, if you've stolen a chest, is basically when you do this right here, and plop it right on the deck, that is now mine. This is my storage crate. So if I pick it up and throw it overboard, it's still mine. And you'll notice that when you're an emissary. So let's say, like, for instance, if you're killing a skeleton and you pick this up, you'll get emissary value just for picking it up. And then also, the moment it touches your ship, you get an emissary value for that too. So the game does register when treasure hits your deck, that's when it's yours. So the moment it touches your deck, if a Reaper comes and steals it, I think they get a benefit from that. I'm not entirely sure, but again, as I mentioned, I don't do that Reapering that often. If I am ever in the Reaper's emissary, I just go around and pick up things as usual and bring them back. Like, the Reaper's chest is really good for that. Oh, a trophy fish. Well, what do you know about that? Now this one, as I mentioned, I'm not going to pull on it that hard. Because you have to tap it for the regular fish, so for a trophy fish, you really have to tap it. You can't pull back too hard. Come on now. Stay in there. Come on, there we go. Don't do this to me. Come on. think when you pull back like this, you also fight against the struggle. I think you wear them out quicker. I can't be sure on that. I know just pulling back in general wears them out, but I think when you just slightly pepper it like that, it wears them out even more. Oh, he is so close. I think I can just tap it a little bit more. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. Yeah, there we go. See, that's why it's nice to pepper it like that, because he was not tired out yet, but I still caught him. So you can save yourself a very decent amount of time doing that. Keep an eye on that brig in the distance. And they are nowhere to be seen. So hopefully that means they went in the opposite direction. Alright, how many fish do I have? Only 2. Look how much bigger he is in the picture there. Alright. Man, this guy has... I'm just going to stay online just so this guy keeps giving me stuff. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to catch these 3 more fish and then cut the stream there. Because it is going on 92 minutes now. So that's quite a lot. And I also have to turn the fans off in my room, so it is quite toasty in here. Obviously, you don't want the sounds of fans go the whole time you're trying to record. Now, granted, I do have an additional... Because I've always had a pop filter and a... I don't know what you call this. Maybe like a microphone shield. Oh, that might be the valuable devilfish. It's definitely a trophy, which is nice. But yeah, I have one of those foam... It's like acoustic foam shields where it has like a metal back and it kind of opens like a clamshell where you just put the microphone against that. And then I've had a pop filter for the longest time, and I have a windscreen thing that you put over your mic. It's like the classic foam thing. You just slide over the mic part. So I had those 3 things, but it was a little bit harsh sometimes. So I went ahead and I got a new pop filter that was like a metal pop filter on the outside that you put over the front of your microphone. So now I have 4 layers of protection. So hopefully everything sounds good, because it's not like a cheap mic or anything. I think it was like $50, which is about what you would get for just your standard YouTube mic. If you wanted a more expensive one, they start at like $100, but just for typical YouTube or podcast or even some singing, this kind of mic is fine. You just have to adjust the volume on it because it can be very loud and obnoxious if you don't do it right. You know, this might be an Ashen, but it might just be the fact that it's a trophy that makes it look different. Come on now. Don't fight me on this. You want to be cooked alive. Come on. Alright, what are... Yeah, it's an Ashen. Still a trophy, though. So that's 2 trophies. So that puts me at 3 fish. So 2 more to go. Now I'm probably going to use up the rest of these grubs off screen. Off screen. It's like the Halloween stream. I'm going to try to cough as far away from the camera as I can. Camera. Microphone. That was a ruby splash tail, so I'm glad I didn't catch that. Yeah, I did in the stream test. I clapped and yelled into the microphone and everything was fine. So I think talking at this volume should be good. Just, oh my god, another ruby. Just as long as I don't have that weird disconnecting issue that I had before. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into those PCI extensions to add some USB 3s in here. Because I am getting a new computer maybe January. Let's see how things go. It's not a crazy expensive PC. I think it's, including the new monitor that I'm going to get for it, I think it's like $1,200 in total. Which is still quite a bit of money, if you consider how much consoles are. But for a oh no, my controller stopped vibrating. That means it's about to die. That's right, the low battery warning. Oh, just let me catch this fish first. Come on. Yeah, I like having vibration on, especially for catching fish, because you can tell by the intensity whether the line's about to snap or not. You can also tell by the visual and audio cues, but the vibration definitely helps out. There we go. Come on. Come on, baby. Just get in the line. Yeah, see, I can see like a slight vibration on the screen. That means it's getting close to snapping. Come on. Come on. There we go. Should be either caught on this one or just a couple pools after that. There we go. Now he's caught for sure. Alright, I'm going to change my batteries and catch this final fish. Let's see what it will be. Will it be the best fish of the night? Probably not. Yeah, come on. Back in the corner. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I have Task Manager and... Oh, I'm talking into the world now. Let me mute that. I have Task Manager open so I can see the strain on my computer to see what streaming does to it. It's actually not bad. The CPU is a little high. It's at like 80% right now. Oh, I need to cast that. That's right. Put some bait on it. Yeah, my CPU is definitely the thing that holds my computer back. Because my graphics card, it's at about 20% right now. It's not like a super high-end graphics card. It's only the... It's the GTX 1030, I think it is, for NVIDIA. Which is still... excuse me. Still better than the last one I had. What is that? Oh, it's just an indigo. No, thank you. That could have been a number, but I'm just going to pretend that it was an indigo just in case. Because it did look a little white on the way out. But yeah, the old graphics card that I had was a GT, I think 760. So yeah, I went from a 760 to a 1030. And I bought that 1030 maybe 2-3 months ago. So the next video card I'm looking at is the GTX, I think it's the 1660. Which, no, oh my god, enough eating my damn grubs. But it'll be the first graphics card that I have that actually has 2 fans on it. And I know the big high-end ones have like 3 fans on it. And keep your fancy graphics cards away from me. They're like $1,500. Which is far too... I'll spend $1,500 on a full computer. I will never, ever spend $1,500 on one graphics card. For me to spend that... Ooh, that's a nice one. For me to spend that much money, I would have to make like $100,000 a year just to spend $1,500 on one graphics card. Not just to afford it, but just to justify the purchase. Because that is, just for a graphics card, $1,500 is insane. So I've actually recently started watching that Linus Tech Tips, which I was watching Oni Plays, and they were making jokes about him. They might also like him, who knows. You can never tell with those boys whether they genuinely like somebody or they're making fun of them. But yeah, he was talking about Linus Tech Tips, which just... I didn't even actually look him up, it just started showing up in my recommended, so I was like, okay, I'll check some of these out. And then I watched about 10 videos in a row, and I was like, okay, I like this guy. He's cool. But yeah, some of the stuff that he reviews is just absolute nonsense. He'll hold up a graphics card and be like, yeah, this graphics card is $10,000. It's like, Jesus. And then he'll be like, yeah, we're putting 3 of them into this PC. It just makes me want to faint. So I think he did a review once where it was like a $20,000 computer. Now, granted, it was like a metal monstrosity. It was more of an art piece than a computer. But it was still a computer. It had like gold and silver, and it weighed like 100 pounds. And none of them could lift it. But yeah, that was obviously way more than it should have been. But then he was doing the Mac Pro, where he was putting all the adjustments on it, or extensions, or whatever you want to call it. I've never bought a Mac. I have no idea. And for this reason that I'm about to say. But when he put all this stuff on the computer, I think it came out to like $17,000. Just for everything, for like improved graphics card and all that, all the mods that he added. But Jesus, that is it's way too much. And typically, Apple computers are nowhere near as strong. Which is kind of hard to even say Apple computer, because for whatever reason, Apple doesn't think they're computers. They're like, Mac is not a computer, it's a Mac. Which really just seems like semantics at that point. But yeah, hopefully the stream setup I have works. So I'm going to try to get more into it. The one annoying thing about YouTube is the editing process. Because I know it sounds annoying, and listen, I've done hard work. I've worked outside, I've worked indoors. I know what hard work is. Before you say that I'm just spoiled on YouTube. But anyway, editing is very tedious, and it's annoying, and I hate it. If I could just sit down and record and that be the end of it, without having to pay an editor, that would be great. But unfortunately, that can't happen, so you have to edit them yourselves. So that's the one good thing about streaming, is that you just hit the button, and it's good to go. And then much like today, it crashes a few times, and you have to unplug some cables and plug them back in. And you have to start the stream over about 3 times. But after that, it's actually pretty nice. So I'm going to try to do that more often, maybe 3 days a week. And I might try to do what everyone does, just go for the popular games. Play Apex, play Fortnite. I don't know if the Master Chief Collection's popular, but I've been playing that above all else. Maybe do some Destiny streams. Oh, Destiny, that's right. I need to do some annoying, tedious things today. Yeah, that's definitely why I should end the stream after this. Yeah, my computer CPU is using all 6 cores, and it's at 80% right now. Now, that may be because I have Chrome open with my video playback at the same time. But my Ethernet's not too bad. That's why I put it at 3.5 megabytes per second for the upload speed. So I don't know what my upload cap is, but I think it might be around 10 or so. But either way, 3 should be fine. I may jump it down to 2.5. See what that does to the quality. If it doesn't change it too much, I'll just keep it at 2.5. Just so there's that little safety buffer. So I definitely don't have that insane gigabit internet, which apparently some places can get up to 10 gigabit, but yeah, definitely don't have that. I think I have 100 megabytes, or megabit. It's hard to say, because I don't know which one it is, because I hear both. Like, when they say you have gigabit internet, it's different than gigabyte. So I think gigabyte is the downloading process, and gigabit is just the capacity. But then it's also confusing, because when you have a hard drive, it's 25 gigabytes. Oh, he left. Oh, alright. Ooh, do not let this burn while this is happening. You can't actually move while this is on. Oh, there we go. Nice, just in time. Come on, cook away. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the skull. I should go turn that in too. It's not incredibly valuable, but I don't want to waste it since I already have it. You know, I'll probably just do that off stream. Man, I need a drink of water. Jesus. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Yeah, I think if I do streams in the future, the reason why I stuck with fishing on this one is just because it's very what's the word? I don't know why I'm thinking unintuitive, but that's not it. It's very undemanding, I would say, to do fishing. There's not a lot going on, so I can stop and fiddle with the stream if I need to. But I think in the future, what I'm going to do is just stream actual things, like hunting for sunken ships or doing Order of Souls, something like that. Yeah, this is just to test the waters, no pun intended. So I'm also going to start, I may not do the same game multiple times a week. I think what I'll do, like let's say today's Monday and I did Sea of Thieves, maybe Wednesday I'll try like Warzone or Fortnite or Halo or something. Just also, in the same similar aspect, just test the waters, see which one gets the most traction. It's kind of hard to tell while you're streaming how much traction a video has. Like, obviously you can see the live viewers, but like for this broadcast in specific, I've seen people come in, come out, and leave. So you have to wait until after the video to check the analytics. You may be able to check during, but that would be kind of boring. Just to stop everything and just go, let me go look at the analytics real quick. And it actually, like the stream setup that I was doing, I couldn't do it while I was streaming here. Because the Elgato just has stream button where you click stream and bam, it goes straight to YouTube. But for whatever reason, the live screen, where it's supposed to be like a live dashboard, I think is what it's called. Like broadcast dashboard. But it's supposed to give you data, and it's supposed to have a little streaming window while you're streaming. So you don't have to actually have your video open at the same... Oh my god, I keep getting hiccups. So you don't have to have your stream open at the same time, so maybe for bandwidth issues. Which is really not a problem for me. I'm looking at my numbers, they look fine. Yeah, the CPU is really the only thing that's kind of stressing. It's down to like 75% now. As long as it doesn't peak, it's fine. But yeah, that is one thing I definitely need with my new PC. Really, the only things that are holding my PC back right now are the graphics card and the CPU. Which they've always said if you need to replace your CPU or motherboard, you might as well just get a new computer. Because when you replace your CPU, now your motherboard maybe has like 2 years left on it. So you might as well just start fresh, start with a new motherboard, has like a 7-year lifespan. Maybe more if you take care of it super well. If you don't let it get all dusty and hot. Which is why I don't think I'll ever look into water cooling, but I will look into pricier air coolers. Because I will say, like that Linus Tech Tips that I watch, he really likes the Noctua, which is what I'm going to get for my new CPU fan slash heatsink. I'm going to get the Noctua, if it'll fit. Because the one that I'm getting, it's like an AMD AM4 CPU socket motherboard kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see if the Noctua fits in there. I won't get the high one. I'll probably get like the low profile. Because there is the big one that you use for if you're really trying to run that PC hot. Which I will not. I will not be overclocking or anything. Oh, one of those. Oh, yeah, the trophies were nice there. I don't know which trophies those were. Maybe the lava? That's not bad. So what was that? I think I got like 30,000 gold in this trip here. Alright, so I'm going to set course for the outpost, which is right over yonder. I'm going to turn in this villainous skull, and then I'm going to be on my way. Here. Yeah, I may try the next stream, just... Oh, that was actually a nice little jump there, the Hunter's Call. Yeah, the trophies are definitely where it's at. It might be a little more time-consuming, but one thing you can do with the Hunter's Call is just... anything that's not a trophy, just pull your line back immediately and just wait for a trophy fish. You will increase your money that way, but you'll also decrease the amount of fish that you catch. Maybe in a way that you can increase it, because you're only catching the trophy, so you're casting the line and then recasting it. So it's like maybe a 10 to 15 second process for a new fish to come on the line. But you're almost better off just catching everything. Obviously, if it's a splash tail, just throw it back in the ocean. Don't even bother with a splash tail. But anything else, go ahead and catch it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut this stream off here, and then I'm going to delete all of the streams that came between this one. Oh my god, is that the out... You know what, screw it. I'm just going to crash right into it. I don't care. I'm getting off anyway. That is one bad thing. I mean, it is good because... First of all, it's a new location, so it has its own unique feel when you're in the Devil's Roar and volcanoes are going off everywhere. So I do like that aspect of it. And I also like the aspect of it being like an in-game location. So the rewards are higher, but also, as I mentioned, you can get crushed in the head by a rock off one of these volcanoes. Which has happened to me a huge number of times. Especially while I'm fishing, it can be incredibly annoying. But yeah, I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory here. I caught my fish, I turned in my fish, I made my money. I'm just gonna go out in style. Actually, I'm gonna go out in big style if I have any fire bombs. Do I? Yeah, I do. Alright. No, the fire bombs. Oh, they are in my inventory. What the hell? Why haven't they popped up yet? Now's not the time to lag. Come on. I need my fire bombs. This is one of those annoying aspects of this game. Come on. You're boning me here, game. Alright, well, just crash into the dock, I guess. Hope I don't get crushed in the head by a rock. You know, I'm gonna go in the risky part of the docks. I'm gonna go right into the area where you should never go. Because it is very hard to get out, and you'll also crash and pop some holes in your ship, but I don't care. Oh, now the firebombs will load. There we go. Yeah. Down with the ship. Alright. Now I'm gonna get in here before I burn to death. Ooh. Oh yeah, the water's gonna be hot too, that's right. This might have been ill-advised. Okay. I'm safe for now, but I have been crushed by a rock while turning things in, so I'm gonna keep leaping around. Really? Now's the time that they're not gonna spawn in. Any day now, madame. Don't worry. It's not incredibly inconvenient or anything. It's not like there's rocks falling from the heavens outside. One just hit the roof. Oh, come on. I want to see it in action, but I don't want to get killed. Okay. Should be safe from there. You go, finally. Oh, yeah. Okay. 978. Not bad. Could that burn me? No, it's just cosmetic. Alright, so my ship is going up in flames. I'm just gonna let this bad boy burn. Under the deck. Above the deck. I just got hit by something. Let's see if any of these big rocks hit it. I just want one big rock to come slam down on it. Yeah, see, that's not bad for the villainous turn in. It is obviously better if you have... Oh, there we go. Nice. Crashed right into it. Oh, place it down. Okay, okay. That did not last long. Let's see if I can even respawn on the ship before it sinks. Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm probably just going to do maybe 3 games a week. Just test the waters, see which ones have the most attraction. Obviously, Sea of Thieves is a very niche game to begin with. And the fact that this is a fishing journey makes it even more niche. But yeah, I was trying to stream on Twitch, but I didn't have an audience at all on Twitch. I think I was at like 46 followers. And I tried to get partnered with them, and they were like, yeah, you gotta be bigger. And I was like, well, it's growing decently well. So I think it was at like 20 when I sent them that, and then it went up to 46 in a few weeks. And they were like, yeah, it's gotta be bigger. So I was like, okay, alright, I'm not doing this. So I just went back to YouTube. Because it is kind of annoying. I'm glad YouTube started to double down on the live streaming. Because it was annoying to have them split in the first place, where you have your YouTube channel, and then you have your Twitch channel, and then you have your Mixer, RIP. So it's like, having them split up like that was kind of annoying. I mean, granted, it does help a little bit for the whole don't put all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. But when you already have a following on YouTube, it doesn't really make much sense to go start up all over again from the beginning. And just go over to Twitch and try to build that. And whenever I load in... But yeah, I am going to look over my PC, maybe do a few more offline tests to see why I'm having such connectivity problems with my USBs. Now, the PC case is decently old. So I got this computer back in Oh, and it sank. But I got this computer back in, I think, 2013, I like to say. Yeah, that ship is just beautiful. I'm going to put the sails down. Oh, that freaked me out for a second. Because it went from a black screen to a white screen, and there's a bit of a delay on my computer from the stream, obviously. So I look back, and I just see out of the corner of my eye, I see white flash, and I was like, oh my god, it crashed again. But yeah, this is the Inky Kraken. Now, unfortunately, my figurehead is not the Inky Kraken, it's just a regular Kraken, so do not shame me for that. But yeah, as you can see, it looks incredibly cool. Now, the one downside is that with its red and black sail, it does make me kind of look like a Reaper. And the fact that it's all torn up at the bottom makes me look a little bit hostile, which is not how I play typically. Now, granted, that may be good to scare people away. But yeah, as you can see, the wheel here is the Inky Kraken. My cannons are the Inky Kraken. And then if you come over here, my capstan is also the Inky Kraken. So yeah, everything is updated to match. And it looks downright beautiful, I will say. Yeah, the black deck is very cool, like when you're walking around here, and then the mast is also black as well. Which is the only annoying thing. I used to use the Hunter's mast, or the Hunter's hull, I should say, and the mast was gray, and I didn't really like it that much. Now the wood boards were gray, which was kind of cool, so it was like black and gray. But this I really like, where you see it's black up here, and it's all nice and sleek. And then you get below deck, and ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. It's black with... It's red with black trim, and it's just beautiful. You close this down, look at that. That's also black. And then you go below deck, and look at that. Ceiling is black, ground's black, the walls are red. It's just a very sleek-looking ship. But yeah, I'll be back. I don't know with what, but I'll try maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Maybe I'll try streaming on a regular basis just to work out all the kinks, see what the problems are. Can you pull this thing in with a harpoon? I'm gonna try. Come on now. The harpoon is a little difficult to aim when you're moving around in the waves. I don't think I can grab it. Either way, I think the next one up, I'll probably just go through the YouTube app and see what the kids are watching, see what people are playing. Now, I don't care how popular Roblox is, I will not play Roblox. So, just gonna say that, just right off the bat. So, probably not gonna play that. And Apex, if they have solo, I might start playing that, but I mean, I just really don't like the games that force you onto a squad. That's why I really like that Warzone has solos now. Because what I would do is just load into a squad and just not invite anyone so that I'd be solo. But now that they have their own solo queue, I might start playing it more often. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I want to play. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm just going to go ahead and kill the stream. I'm going to dance my way out. Just gonna dance with my bones, dance around.